You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got some what looks like potentially not so great news for Cathy Engelbert. Now, for the record, just because I know she rubs so many in the old WNBA fandom the wrong way, and I'm kind of rooting for Cathy Engelbert to stay on all of a sudden. But Adam Silver's come out and said he's not, quote-unquote, non-committal on Cathy Engelbert's future. So let's check this out. This is The Athletic, and Cathy may have a problem by the time all this is said and done. Now, she did just negotiate this entire new CBA, but one could argue the deal should have been closed sooner. But my God, look at the kind of league that this woman has to deal with. I mean, seriously, she's probably in therapy dealing with some of these women that are in this league, right? Continuously angry, disgruntled. Imagine this, folks. You got about, out of all the players in this league, you got about 30 or 40 Natasha Cloud types that this commissioner has had to deal with. Put that in your brain and let that percolate in there for a while. And you realize, hey, this commissioner may be a little thicker skinned than we gave her credit for. Well, WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert just finished negotiations to ensure the league has a new collective bargaining agreement in time for 2026 to start without delays. Her future in the role is unclear for now. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner who hired her, could not say whether she would remain in the job after this season. Engelbert has been in the role since 2019 and has led the league during a period of tremendous growth for the WNBA through 2 CBA negotiations, but she also has faced significant critiques. Quote, "We haven't had those discussions yet with the WNBA board," Silver said Wednesday, when asked if Engelbert would be commissioner after the upcoming season. Quote, "I would always say Cathy's done a fantastic job since she's come to the WNBA. Obviously, you can see just in the results, but I haven't had those discussions recently with Cathy, even in terms of her future plans and how long she wants to do this. She has a storied career before she came to the WNBA with Deloitte, but I want to say the results speak for themselves. Franchise valuations and players' salaries rose during Engelbert's tenure, and the league added 6 franchises through expansion, but she also has taken steady stream of criticism from the league's players and its fans. Some of its fans. Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier publicly rebuked in her September, and other players voiced their support in Collier's comment. Yeah, but the problem is you got a whole league full of disgruntled individuals. So what do you really know? Like, what do you believe here? All right, what do you believe here? There's suspicion around Collier's comments in relation to Caitlin Clark. Everybody remember that? I'm just pointing it out. Adam Silver, however, has been pleased with where the league has gone. The WNBA completed a new CBA earlier this month with substantially boosted salaries, improved revenue sharing, provide labor peace for at least 6 seasons. Quote, "I'm very happy," Silver said, "and I know the ownership is very happy with where things stand in the WNBA." I don't know. It would be hard to retain a commissioner that so many players in the league are claiming they can't stand? Or do they? Or do they really not like her? Because we only heard from a few little old players, right? A few players in all this that were disgruntled. And maybe they're disgruntled because Cathy won't just roll over and won't tell them to roll over and rub their bellies for them. Maybe Cathy won't just roll over. Maybe she'll play a little hardball. Maybe she plays a little hardball, and they don't like it. I mean, let's be real. Most of these players act like they can't stand any pushback. That's why she's there. See, the commissioner of these sports leagues, like she works for the owners. The owners, not the players. So it looks to me like when you consider the CBA they got, maybe she did a pretty good job. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. Tell me what you think, Black and White sports supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.